welcome back to another vlog. I got my Gigi man here. It's the afternoon. Where you go? Wait a minute. I only got one arm on you, buddy. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going, Papa? Yeah, so, because I don't think I showed y'all my Gigi man. Say hi, Papa. Say hi. Say hi to the vlog. Yeah, say hi. Child, I don't know what he trying to do, but we finna get live and active, y'all. It was dark. Y'all can't see me. Let me bag up. I want to show y'all my outfit for today, but let me go back a little bit. There we go. The light in here is crazy, but I got a cute outfit. I got some nails to match. It's supposed to be 81. It's cloudy, but it's supposed to get sunny. I mean, it's sunny a little bit, but it was cloudy this morning. It's been raining. April showers. It's been raining. So, yeah. We finna get live and active. Ain't that right, Papa? Ain't that right? You don't know? You know. Say hi. You know.
You finna get live, Bobby?
But we'll be back, y'all. So stay tuned, because we look a mess right now, but we finna get cute real fast. Okay, y'all, I don't even know why I'm rushing, but I'm done getting dressed. These pants is hugging my fat. When I say hugging my fat, child, I feel like I got on a girdle. But I'm finna show y'all the final look. Let's turn this camera around. And this is what I'm wearing. Matter of fact, I'm going to sit y'all on the table. Hold on. I'm going to sit y'all. Let's see. This is cool. I'm going to sit y'all down real quick. Let me see if I can sit y'all right here. Okay. This is what I am wearing. You see the girls is hugging me. But it's so cute. I got some brown sandals on, matching little red, you know what I'm saying? How cute. Girl, I gotta get these rolls under control, child. But yes, how y'all think I did? I think I did good. But yes, child. And I got on some brown sandals. The outfit turned out cute, you know. Ooh. Okay, I gotta give me a boomerang, and then we're going to the car. Okay, y'all. So we at the gas station, and then look at my lips. Press ons. Got them to match my outfit. See, clock it. We at Walmart gas station. Their gas is $2.48. Like, yeah. We have to be at the place by 5:45. So we're finna get some gas. We probably finna get a car wash. And then we are going, I think babe want to get a sandwich or something. Child, I feel like a stuffed potato. Like, I feel tight. But I checked the size, so we ain't gonna rip. Because I'm scared we gonna bust through easy. Like, I could fit them. It's just the waist is like, these type of pants is made for them girls with the lipo. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like how your butt is big, but your waist is small. So, because it fit my booty good. Like, it hugs the booty. But the waist is like, girl, no, I ain't got lipo. I need you to breathe. Like, and it feel like I got on a girdle, child. It feel like I am stuffed. So, girl can't eat shit. I can't eat nothing. Because I'm going to really bust through. I'll probably give me some chicken nuggets, some chicken bites or something. But I can't do shit. I can't even pee because they had to help me zip these things up. So we going and we coming home. Now I'm gonna just be like, babe, come meet me in the bathroom. Child, I'm gonna be struggling trying to use the bathroom, trying to zip these pants up. Y'all hear that beeping because Bae took the key. I don't know why you take the key. You take the key out, it beeps. But I am so cute, y'all. So cute. The girl is giving. I haven't got dressed like this since Houston. Haven't got dressed like this since Houston, girl. And oh yeah, I didn't tell y'all I cut my hair again. I don't know. I don't think I told y'all. But I cut my hair again. So that's why we short girls too hot out here. I tried to have that hair in my head. You know, I tried to put some tracks in my head. And that didn't work. It was too hot. So I took them tracks out and cut my hair. So, but we real cute. We giving what we supposed to give, baby doll. We giving what we supposed to give. So yeah, that's the update. We in the car. I'm hungry. I am hungry. And I think it's good that we eat something too because, well, I could tell y'all. Because, well, y'all probably read the title anyway, so it ain't going to be no surprise to y'all. But it's a surprise to him. He don't know. But we're going to a whiskey ranch. Like a whiskey farm where they show us how they make the whiskey and the bourbons. And we're going to sip a little bit, you know. Something cute, like little date. I'm surprising him because his birthday is next Friday. So I said, and I wanted to do it on his birthday, but child, they were sold out on his birthday, so we're doing it today. I don't know what's going on in May. Like, people be turned in May. Like, everything be booked in May. So, did it work? Damn. All that for nothing. I got the Walmart app. You're supposed to get like 10 cents off every gallon you spend. But it's not working. It pulled up. But I don't know. Anywho, we'll check back in a minute, child. Let me, because I can't be talking, saying too much, you know. Let me go. I'll holler.
What time?
6.
6 o'clock. Last name?
Huey.
Beautiful. And God bless you guys. You did your waivers. You're my favorite people.
Yeah, I tried to stay on top of it. Thank you.
Have you guys been here before?
No.
Perfect. So retail will be right here to your left.
Okay.
If you go all the way through the barrels at the very end, it'll dead end into the tavern. If you want to get a cocktail to take on the tour, just make sure it's in a plastic cup, or we'll meet right up back here at 6.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So we're here, y'all. I'm gonna look at some stuff. Let's see. I'll turn y'all around so y'all can see. We was asking about the Texas whiskey, babe, so I decided to take you here. Some good footage.
First, if I got like this white one, I can throw in some more. That's a thought. It doesn't mean the anxiety goes away.
It smells like cinnamon, don't it?
Yeah. Actually, you can combine this to set up. You can take pictures, just to judge it. You don't have to text it to me, but just so that if you ever do it again, we have proof of how you did it. Or however we made it happen and made it work.
Are you in Texas and do a whiskey tour? Ain't that right, babe?
That's right, babe.
Gotta be doing a whiskey tour if you in Texas. That's cute. I knew that was a dog toy. Want a cocktail? Yeah. Yes, me love it. We're going to take full advantage of this tour. You think you're going to get one of them? Oh, that's cute. Your caps? That'll be cute to sit on the bar. Which you gonna buy this one? Let's get something to drink. We got 5 minutes. Okay. We is here. Oh no, babe. You go this way. Oh, excuse us. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, look at this, y'all. Bourbon whiskey. This is so cool. Let's see. Good. How you doing?
Good.
I don't know. No.
Cool.
I don't know what to get.
What are those like this? Just here. Here. So everything right here is on the menu. Yeah, the same one that she's looking at right there. We have our cocktail of the month, but we also have all that stuff.
I think I'm gonna get a Texas Hurricane. Mm-hmm. Baby, like, you know, you can get the single without the juice like down here. And the single pours. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Cheers.
I'm gonna do a hurricane too. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Touch. Now, I do carve out a little bit of time here in the tour. If anybody wants their picture taken with the still, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. I hate for you to come all this way and not have the memory that you were here. It's all about what phone touches my hand first. That's how I like it. Someone always wants a picture. There we go. There we go.
I'm gonna break it out.
There we go. All right.
That's
All
cute.
right, ready? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So photogenic, you guys. So photogenic. There you go.
Come with me.
There we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Yes, I apologize. That's all on me.
No,
You are so photogenic. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Absolutely. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. All right, before we get crazy looking at the tanks, I gotta go over rules. So let's bring it back over here first. There we go. Not that I don't trust you guys, but I trust you guys. All right. There we go. Right over here first. I know it's intriguing. We're gonna talk about everything, I promise. There we go. Okay. First things first. The grains that we just finished talking about downstairs, all of those grains are stored in big silos out back. From those silos, we're going to run those grains through a double rolling mill. What that does is it cracks the shells of those grains open, gets them ready to be cooked. After they've gone to that rolling mill, we're going to roll those grains up this conveyor you see here behind me, drop them in that hopper, which drops it in our 8,000-gallon cooker. There they will cook for 4 hours. Now, what's happening in that cooking process is it's turning the starches into sugars. So that whenever we add that yeast strain to it, it can start to feed on those sugars and actually produce that alcohol. Now, we'll do 2 cooks a day, 2 4-hour cooks, 2 8,000-gallon cooks. We'll then pipe that product into one of our 5 18,000-gallon fermenting tanks. So now I'm actually going to bring you guys back here to this one. He's being a little bit cooler. That one we made today, super boring. So you guys want to follow me over this way, this way, this way.
Seriously, it's
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Now real quick, second rule about my tour. You are more than welcome to lean over, smell that product. Just make sure glasses, hats, cups, phones, everything stays on this side. If anything falls in, I'm notorious for doing absolutely nothing about it. I don't go tell anybody, I definitely don't jump in after it, it's just part of the batch forever. Super careful with that for me. Now, let's talk about my favorite part about this distillery, which is going to be our yeast strains. So we add the yeast to the product. So, right now, every other bourbon out there on the market is using a proprietary yeast strain that was founded before Prohibition, okay, so before the 1930s. When our founders founded this distillery, they said we want our own unique yeast. Seen it out in distribution. You might have noticed that every cap is slightly different than the other. The reason for that is we have local boot makers and saddle makers here in Fort Worth, like Justin and Letty's. When they make their product, they'll take their scrap pile, donate it to us, and we'll bend that material with the caps or whiskeys. So if anyone here is a collector by any chance, this is where I kind of like to add, when you see our product out in distribution, you're going to find a lot of those kind of muted tones, a lot of the blacks, browns, smooth materials like that. If you're looking for something vibrant, like a red, blue, ostrich skin, snake skin, something exotic like that to really stand out in the collection, or maybe just serve as a good souvenir that you guys were here, I highly recommend checking out the gift shop before you guys leave, because obviously we hoard the cool caps for us here on the ranch. We also offer a program here on the ranch where you guys can bring materials of your own. We can turn that to a cap for you. So I know popular options are like old uniforms, boots, purses. We also offer bottle engraving. So it just makes for a really nice personalized gift. Now, can I interest any of you guys in a tasting perhaps? I mean, while you're here, right? You might as well. All right, let's head over to this building right over here, which also doubles as our corporate headquarters. But today we use it as a tasting room.
So far, so good. What do you think? We love it. It's different, huh? You weren't expecting this, huh? No, you wasn't. You looking for some fun, adventure, thrill.
That's it.
You aging like fine whiskey, babe. That's nice up there. No, not.
Hard left, wrap your way around back. Don't get any big ideas. There we go. We're followers here. There we go. You guys are killing it. I love you guys. This is a great group.
Feel good in here, yes. Yes, Lord. Ooh.
Okay, so the first thing I'll say is, technically speaking, you guys did purchase this yourself. You can drink it however you want, whatever way you want. All I'm going to try and do is maybe describe the most effective way that we know how to get the most amount of flavor out of that product. So what you're seeing there in front of you, on the left-hand side is going to be our blended whiskey. On the right-hand side is going to be our bourbon. And up top is a little treat I'm going to save for later. Don't spoil the surprises yet. But we are going to start with that left-hand side whiskey, which is going to be our blended whiskey. First thing I'm going to ask you guys to do, pick that product up, hold it to the light or over to the window. Take note of that unique color, that kind of light orangish hue. It is a very low-proofed whiskey. It's going to be an 82 proof, so very approachable. Now, whenever you guys are ready, you can take that first drink. I say first drink because I advise only drinking about half of it with that first go-around because we are going to alter it about halfway through. As you're tasting it, look for some of those flavor profiles and shout those out for me. There's no wrong answers either. You can say whatever you want. I'm just trying to get a feel for what you guys are tasting. There we go. That's our favorite answer right there. Great job. Vanilla?
Yeah, vanilla.
There we go. Maybe think too how it changes on the front end versus the back end of the flavor because that's how I'll kind of describe it. So maybe how it finishes too. Any differences? There we go. Hey, that's yeah, we'll work with that. So it's a good thing to say. Okay,
It's like a
so
peppery, spicy taste.
love it, love it. So let's go ahead and talk about that front end versus that back end flavor. So right there at the beginning is what our distillers like to describe as a vanilla-like flavor. Really highlights that kind of light sweetness of the product. Then on the finish of that flavor is what they like to describe as a honey butter, which kind of highlights the smooth sweetness of the product. Okay, so now what I want you guys to do is take that water that's next to you, take that cap off, fill that cap up with water, and then add that to the blended whiskey. See if that changes any of the flavor for you. So what you're doing there is you're doing what we call proofing down the product. You're taking it from that 82 proof, you're dipping it back down into the 70s, changing the entire chemistry of the product. Now, after you add the water to the blended whiskey, the flavors I want you to look for are some of those fruitier flavors. So specifically look for like a pear or like a banana. And I like to call it like a Laffy Taffy banana, not like actual banana. But you can say it crazy too, so okay. Anybody? Apple? Take it, yeah. How about this? Did it change? Did it take away a little bit of that heat at the end?
Oh, yes.
Okay, perfect. So smoother after the water.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone think it got hotter after the water?
No.
No one? Someone lying. Yeah, so usually it's about 50-50 and it's pretty all the time there. So someone's lying, so if it's you, just know I know it's you. So yeah, I think it's, all that kind of tells you is whichever one you prefer. If you prefer it smooth, if you prefer it with that kind of heat taste, is how you'd order out of the bar. So neat versus on the rocks. All we're doing here with the water is we're just kind of expediting that on the rocks process. So if you like it with the water, or ordering it on the rocks, waiting 5-6 minutes has that same effect. Okay, so that one that you guys are trying there, this is what I like to call a good gateway whiskey. Even people who don't like whiskey that much are still probably going to be able to tolerate this product okay, because kind of like we just went over, very light, smooth, sweet, approachable, that kind of thing. Now, we are going to level up a little bit, and we're going to talk about that right-hand side whiskey, which is going to be our bourbon. Now, this is the product of everything we just finished talking about. So think about that big column still, think about Sawyer Farms, that unique yeast strain, our barrels, all of that is this product right here. Kind of like we did with the first one, if you guys want to pick that product up, hold it to the light or over to the window, take note of that difference in color, a little bit darker, a little bit more of that reddish hue to it. It is a slightly higher proofed whiskey. It's going to be a 90 proof as opposed to that 82, so just a little bit warmer, but still very approachable. Now, whenever you guys are ready, you can take that first drink. We're going to do the same thing with the water like we did with the first one, so maybe want to drink about half of it, and then shout out some of those flavors you're getting out of that product. That should be a very different flavor profile you're having there.
Strong.
Strong. There we go. Spicy, excellent. Anybody else?
Spicy.
Beautiful. Yeah, think about that back end flavor.
Smoky.
I'm gonna run with that. I like that too. Yeah, kind of that oaky, woody smokiness. Excellent.
See that?
Anybody else? Am I crying? That's amazing. Okay, so let's once again we're going to talk that front end versus that back end flavor. So right there at the beginning is what our distillers like to describe as an allspice. Another word for that would be like a cinnamon, a little bit more of that pepperier flavor, which really highlights that warmth, the higher alcohol content. Then on the finish of that flavor is what they like to call a dark sweetness, like a caramel, versus that lighter sweetness that's really prominent in that first taste that you had. So, same thing like we did with the first one. If you guys want to add that cap full of water, you can do 2 caps, you can do 3 caps, everything you're comfortable with. After you add the water to the bourbon, the flavors of what you look for, either on the aromatics or on the taste, is look for some of that pecan flavor. So think about that unique yeast strain I was talking about upstairs that really separates from the rest. I feel like that pecan flavor really jumps forward after you add the water to the bourbon. Now, that product that you're trying there, like I said, is going to be universally 90 proof. The reason for that is when we take that product out of the barrels, we blend all those barrels together, and then we add water to the point where it always makes it that nice, even 90. We have a variation of that product that you're trying there called our barrel proof. Now, the difference of this product is when we take it out of the barrel, we put it directly into the bottle, no adding water. So whatever alcoholic percentage it comes out of that barrel as is what we have to hand write on all of our barrel proof bottles. So as I'm coming around, you're going to notice that this one is 127 proof. When you hear that kind of number, I can hear the reaction already. What you're probably thinking is, man, that's going to be really hot. Why would I get that? What I would like to remind you of real quick is that White Dog that you guys tried upstairs, it sounds all big and scary at 145 proof. I would say that the elevation in sweetness, flavor, and smoothness that you get out of that type of product really cuts through that heat. So it's almost counterintuitive. So if you're a whiskey neat drinker, or if you just want the maximum amount of flavor for cocktails, that kind of thing, I highly recommend the barrel proof because obviously we're very proud of that natural uncut product. Not what the third tasting is though. I would not do that to you guys. We are going to talk about that third tasting now though. What you guys are about to try is going to be our bourbon port finish. Port finish. Now, what that is that's going to be our regular bourbon that you just tried. But at the end of its aging, we're going to move this product to a used port barrel, which is a Portuguese wine, age it for an additional 6 months. So over the course of that second aging, it has an opportunity to harness some of that flavor from that secondary spirit. So with this one, we're going to look for like a grape, fig, raisin type of flavor. Also, very unique color profile on this one, almost like a little purpley tinge to it. I will also warn you guys real quick, this one is 101 proof, so a little bit warmer, but should be offset by the very natural sweetness left over from that wine. So again, grape, fig, raisin, grape, fig, raisin.
So the Portuguese wine, is it a white or red?
A red, yeah.
I do taste the grape.
Now with this tasting, they don't tell me to tell you to add water to it, so on that second tasting, if you want to get really into it, look for like a maple syrup finish, so like a really thick sweetness kind of coats the tongue. Should be a very unique product you're trying there, almost like something you probably never had, very, very niche product there. Now, we do have a couple of variations of that product that you're trying there, part of our finish series. We also have a sherry finish, and we have a cognac finish as well. The sherry finish is going to be 9 to 12 months in a sherry cask, and the cognac is going to be 17 months in a cognac cask. So all very unique flavors there, highly recommend. Now, last thing I want to talk to you guys about before we head to our last stop is what we call our experimental series. Now, what that is every 3 to 6 months here on the ranch, we will release an experimental series, which is around 1,000 bottles of this size bottle up here, sell them only here on the ranch, only until we're sold out, and never to be repeated. So a couple of ones we've done in the past, we've done a rye bourbon, we've done a coffee-infused whiskey, we've done an apricot brandy, a double oak, a light whiskey, fun stuff like that. This way.
It's different.
I didn't get my oranges now that I think about it. After my last damn.
I didn't either.
But we could have got something to eat from here. We got a whole like thing.
It's tough to go home. Let's just go out and go finish some classes.
How you like it?
I like it.
That's a lot.
It is a palate cleanser though.
That's impressive.
Shit goes clean as.
Only him who would say these things.
Cucumbers too. That's still my favorite thing. Okay, so I am going to ask you guys the obvious question. What do you guys think of the cocktail you're trying right now?
Good.
Right?
Good.
So that's made by our on-staff mixologist here. I think he is a savant when it comes to flavor. He designs all the cocktails in the tavern as well. So if you haven't had an opportunity to yet, definitely head over there after this. Try all those out because they're all sensational. The one that you're trying right there is what he calls his lavender cucumber cocktail. The ingredients in that is going to be our blended whiskey, which is that first that you tried, chamomile tea, cucumber juice, lemon juice, lavender honey, and Topo Chico. So just a symphony of flavors coming together, if you ask me.
Yeah, this is good.
Now, where do we find ourselves now? This is what we call our Barrel Breezeway. What this is a replica of the brick houses that we have out back. Now, for legal reasons here in the state of Texas, we can't take you out to the brick house because it's what the TABC calls a spark hazard. So no electronics, no phones, no watches, obviously very dangerous. On a personal note, you guys would hate the brick house. There's no electricity out there. It is pitch black, it is stupid humid, it is insanely hot. In the summertime, it can be like 160 degrees out there. Very unpleasant. We're gonna stay in here where it's lit up and climate controlled. You're welcome. A couple of differences though between here and the brick house. If you notice, these barrels are stacked 5 high. Out in the brick house, they're gonna be stacked 5 high times 5 stories. So a lot more barrels out there. Just in case you're curious, these are gonna be our used empty barrels. Obviously out in the brick house, they're gonna be full aging our product. Now, a couple notes about our quality control here on the ranch. At least once per year, every barrel will be tapped and tasted. Given tasting notes, scanned into a little barcode, so at the end we can blend those barrels together to go for our consistent flavor. Now, there are distilleries out there that will move their barrels around the rick houses and ages to expose them to different climates, temperatures, breezes. That's how they go for their consistency. Here, we do not do that. All of our barrels stay put all 4 years. They're rotating, they're moving around, nothing. Again, blended at the end for that consistency. Also, while we're tasting, we can look for what we call a honey barrel, or just a fancy term for an exceptional barrel that we think exemplifies exactly what we're going for here at this distillery. When we find a honey barrel, we can either do a single barrel release, which is always very popular, or we can use it on some of those barrel proof bottles I talked about during our tasting. Now, what do we do with our barrels after we've used them? Because for us, it's a one and done, right? We can never use them again. We have a couple different options. One, we can sell them back to you in our gift shop. It's just a regular barrel, or we can do fun stuff like turn it to a cabinet or a Lazy Susan or a bar stool, cool stuff like that. Not gonna go through that many barrels though. We produce about 40 barrels a day here on the ranch. We can also do collaborations. So we know we've given some barrels to Rawr & Sons Brewing here in town. They can take some barrels from us, age their product, do a special release like that. Also not gonna go through that many barrels, so where do most of our barrels go? Now, a few years ago, we were acquired by Pernod Ricard, big spirit distributor. They own
This is really nice. Oh, they got cocktails out here. They got a whole party going on out there. Oh, look at baby, he got a fire pit, a fireplace, and all that. Property is beautiful. So beautiful, y'all. It's beautiful. They have a restaurant on here. They have a gift shop. They have a place where you can sit down by the fire pit. We're gonna go outside and take a look. This place is sitting on a golf course,
fact that they use the barrels for their firewood.
They do? Sure do, and this probably give off a vanilla smell. Smell it, baby, smell it. Let me smell it. We smell the wood. Barrels. No homo, baby. Let's go outside and check that out. Come on, babe. Let's go just check it out outside. Right here.
I like that.
It's packed out here.
Everybody roll to the trees on it. Everybody leaves on the next time. My slim getting like
The breeze from the water, babe. That's why I want to be by the water. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Look, it's a golf thing right there. They got a little fire pit right here too. So, babe,
I think I'm gonna get into some golfing though.
you gonna get into some golfing? Let's set this down. Babe, come back and tell the people what you think about your surprise visit.
My surprise was a surprise.
Yeah, because you didn't think.
I enjoyed it.
Mm.
I enjoyed tasting the bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed tasting the mixed
Mm-hmm.
whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Interesting. And our tour guide was funny. And the people with us was cool. They wasn't, you know. What the hell is fruit? On my chest. So yeah, I don't know what we're getting into tonight, but we're at the Whiskey Ranch in Fort Worth, Texas. Must try. 10 out of 10. You learn about your whiskeys, your bourbons. They have a tavern. They have games here. And we booked the tour, so since you got a tour, you get 10% off in the gift shop. You also get to roam around the whole facility. Not the whole facility, but, you know, you can explore, you know, the tavern, the gift shop, and everything. So, yeah. And the tickets was like $27 each. Not bad. Got to try some whiskey. We got to try a little something, you know. And now we finna listen to some music and just vibe out. So, thanks for tuning in, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm gonna show y'all some more footage. And yeah, we up out of here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the girl. Part 1 of Bae's birthday and our anniversary. Whiskey and bourbon tasting. We gonna definitely buy a bottle. Of course, we have to buy a bottle. And yeah. This is so good, y'all. Cheers. Thank y'all for watching. Until next time.